when Mando Gutierrez isn't fighting. You can find him here.
Really, I like to call it my yin and yang. It just gives my life a big balance, you know? I go from super intense with fighting to super chill and laid back with my barber career, and thankfully for me, everything that I used to get in trouble for growing up are all the things that make me money now.
Middle school, high school, Gutierrez spent his days wrestling. But when his wrestling career was cut short, he decided it was time to pick up the gloves and head to Murcielago MMA.
Mando was living in the Chicago area and decided to pack his bags and basically just go out on a prayer and move to Lansing, Michigan in pursuit of training.
Coach Joaquin Murcielago has been coaching in the UFC since 2005, training fighters like UFC Hall of Famer Rashad Evans and UFC welterweight star Joaquin Buckley. After years of coaching elite athletes, he's used to fighters showing up at his door hoping for a chance. But Gutierrez carried something different, an all-in type of desperation.
When there's no plan B, that's when you know somebody is for real.
Now at Murcielago MMA, after just 7 amateur fights, Gutierrez went pro, and not long after, his first big-time call came, the LFA.
Legacy Fighting Alliance is one of the premier leagues in the world. They're known as like the #1 feeder for the UFC. So getting a call for them during COVID was definitely life-changing in its own right.
After Gutierrez's stint in the LFA, he was eager to stay active, a little too eager.
I'm just sitting around booking my next fight, and I book it for a show here in Grand Rapids, Legends of Combat, until I end up getting a call 30 minutes after that there was an opening for the Contender Series. Obviously, my mind starts racing. I just signed a contract 30 minutes prior, and then the call comes that it's going to change my life.
Dana White's Contender Series is a UFC proving ground, a show where prospects fight for a shot at a UFC contract. His fight against a young UFC phenom.
I think from the day that I got the call, I knew in the back of my mind, I knew it was what I like to call an unwinnable fight. Because regardless, if I won, it was going to be wrote off as, oh, you know, you beat a 17-year-old. I came out there, I fought as hard as I could, and I couldn't get it done. But I made a good name for myself, and from that point forward, things really changed.
But before change, Gutierrez had to deal with a fight fans aren't able to see.
Obviously, you know, I had a lot of things to work through after that fight. I had a lot of emotions to deal with. I came home with obviously a super sour taste in my mouth, and I wanted to get rid of that. In Spanish, we call it sacarte la espina, which means like pull the thorn out, like a thorn that gets stuck in your finger or something like that. And that's how I was feeling. I had to pull out that thorn.
Less than a month later, Gutierrez took another fight, won it, and months passed. But it wouldn't be long until another phone call came, one for the UFC's Ultimate Fighter.
The Ultimate Fighter is basically a reality TV show about MMA fighters. You're in a house with 16 of the best fighters in the world and your coaches, and you're completely isolated. No TV, no friends, no family, no contact to the outside world whatsoever, no music, no books for 8 weeks straight. And in those 8 weeks, you're just living in this house with the people that you're going to fight, and you have a tournament, and the winner of the tournament gets a UFC contract. My season was Chandler versus McGregor, and I was McGregor's #1 pick.
An opportunity to learn from former UFC featherweight and lightweight champion, Conor McGregor.
McGregor is, the thing about him is he truly is larger than life. He's a whole lot of personality for one regular sized person, you know? A big thing for him is the mental aspect of the sport. You know, obviously, like, the sport's super physically demanding, but it's 90% mental. The way that he emphasizes perfection, perfect reps, perfect timing, perfect everything, that's what he's all about. And I was able to pick that up and integrate it into my training.
However, McGregor wasn't strictly business.
Cut his hair.
Yeah.
Where did that come about?
Well, from the beginning of the show, everybody already knew that that's what I do for a living. It's pretty well known, especially in the MMA community. So I was already cutting a lot of people up in the hotel leading up to the show. Whenever you guys want a haircut, I don't have anything else to do, so you guys might as well come to the house and get a haircut. And sure enough, they did.
On The Ultimate Fighter, Gutierrez lost his bout, but he stayed active, competing in elite jiu-jitsu tournaments while waiting for the show to finish airing. In that time, more opportunities presented themselves.
After that, once I was able to start competing again, the call came for PFL. They're known for their $1 million tournament, so of course I had to try my hand at that.
A trip to the semifinals in the Professional Fighters League was where his attempt at the $1 million was cut short. But money alone isn't the reason he puts on the gloves.
All I know is what goes through my mind and what I feel and the rush that goes through my body. And obviously, you know, you have a little bit of fear in there. You have a little bit of anxiety in there. But whatever that feeling is, I wish I could bottle it up and keep it forever. It's the craziest drug in the world.
Sometimes we forget life's blessings and how beautiful the journey is. This particular journey should be used as a platform.
Dominic Carroll, WKAR Sports.
So if I had to sum it up in one word for him, and I hope that he appreciates this, it's been beautiful.